guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ajwa and I hope this video finds you well. If you are new to this place, please consider subscribing. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support and welcome back. So as a fragrance enthusiast, you go through certain stages or phases when you are collecting. I don't think anybody just woke up and suddenly had like 100 fragrances or 50 fragrances. You have to go through certain stages in your collecting, journey or your fragrance journey. So in this video, I have come together with 7 phases that I believe a lot of fragrance enthusiasts will go through at some point in their fragrance journey. Fragrance collection or collecting is a journey, and it comes with time, it comes with experience, it comes with maturity. Then you're able to identify what you enjoy more, and then you can either stick with it, or play with your fragrances as you move along. So these 7 stages are just from my experience and from observation from other people, other reviewers, other fragrance enthusiasts, even real life people that I know who enjoy fragrances. That is based off from those experiences and my observation that I have put together this list. It is nothing scientific, nothing cast in stone. So I just hope it's, maybe you identify with some of these stages, or you can just let me know in the comment section which phase you are in the fragrance journey. So the very first stage I believe every fragrance enthusiast or collector goes through is what I term as the curiosity stage. This is the shortest lived stage when it comes to fragrance collecting or collection, because this is the stage where you are, maybe you have seen 1 or 2 fragrance channels and you are immediately, curious about what people are discussing. It can be quite exciting when you chance upon the fragrance channel and they are saying very, nice things, showing very nice bottles, and you're like, wow, I wish, I could get 1 or 2 of these fragrances. So your curiosity is piqued, and that is the shortest lived part when it comes to the fragrance journey. So that is where you get, your curiosity, it gets piqued, and that to me is the first stage. Then it quickly moves to what I term as the excitement stage, and that is the stage where you begin to get 1 or 2 bottles of fragrances. And then at that point, you get super excited, like, oh, okay, I'm also getting into a fragrance journey. I'm trying to build a collection. You are super excited, and then you get, your first few bottles, or even if it's just 1 fragrance, which you really enjoy. And that excitement leads you to something else, which is the point number 3. And I will read it here. And that is finding a sense of belonging. Sometimes when we watch a lot of fragrances, I'm talking especially for people who resonate with a lot of fragrance channels, finding a sense of belonging, in my opinion, or to me, simply means finding people in this fragrance community that you can resonate with. It could be that you love their personality and most especially their scent, choices. Sometimes people, are drawn to you based on the types of fragrances that you talk about. So it could be that you are drawn to the niche group, you are drawn to the designer group, you are drawn to the Victoria's Secret Bath and Body Works, the body mist group, or the Middle Eastern group. Like there are hosts of them. So at that point, at that third point, you are finding where you belong. So you have that sense of belonging. You know which group you mostly identify with. So from the curiosity stage, you get to the excitement stage where you pick your first few bottles, and then you begin to identify with other enthusiasts, fragrance enthusiasts, based on their taste, and their maybe personality. So that to me is the 3rd stage. Then from that sense of belonging, the sense of belonging, which is the 3rd stage, you move to the 4th one, which I term as the chase state or the chase phase. This 4th stage, which is the chase phase, becomes quickly exciting because you are now on the high. You're just trying to chase after what people would term as the newbies, the super hyped ones. That is the stage where if you are not careful, you follow the hype, you have what people term as FOMO, or fear of missing out, and then you begin to chase, because in fragrance collecting, fragrance collecting, there is always this adrenaline as to finding the next one, which is going to be much more better than the previous one. So at that stage, you are into hypes, you are into newer fragrances, you are into the next shiny thing, you are into like anything new, the right now, and those kind of things. You're like, what's new, what's more exciting, which one can satisfy me more than the previous one. So that is the fourth stage to me, which is the chase stage. And that fourth stage can really go, either negative or positive, depending on the type of person you are. Then from the chase stage, you go to the fifth one, which I call the self-realization or self-actualization stage. This is the stage I believe that you would have gathered maybe a sizable number of fragrances that you truly appreciate. You now know your taste. You now have a sense of belonging where you feel you identify with a certain group, and then you know your tastes are similar. Now you know what you like, what you dislike when it comes to notes, when it comes to brands and houses that you feel you can identify with. So it is easier doing your purchasing. At this point, you know what to go for, you know what to avoid, you know what to enjoy, you know which ones to go for and which ones not to go for. So that is the self-actualization stage, where it is like one of the most rewarding stages to me, because at that point you are sort of firm in your decisions. You are not just you've gone past a little the fear of missing out, and you now know exactly what you want. Although you can go back and forth with some fragrances, you have a firm sense of what you actually enjoy, and in most cases you don't feel when you pick up those fragrances, even when you pick them blindly. After the self-actualization, the sixth stage goes into two directions. That is, for some people, the slowing down stage, and for others, the denial or addiction stage. So I'll just tackle the slow down stage, and that for me is when you have really actualized or got to know what you gravitate towards, and then that is what you stick to. And then based on that, okay, I don't have to even try certain fragrances because I know it's not going to work for me. So at that point, you might have built a sizable collection that you thoroughly enjoy, and then you slow down, enjoy a collection. And even if you are picking fragrances, just be like some one or two additions once in a while. And at the extreme end, after the self-actualization, where you have really developed your taste and known what you want, if you are not careful, that is where you can go to the addiction stage, where because you are enjoying these fragrances and you feel like, okay, they say this fragrance smells like my favorite fragrance, so let me just try that scent. Although you have something similar, you still want to pick something which is similar because it is your favorite fragrance. And that is where the addiction kicks in. You now pick up everything that people rave about, just because they say it is close to something that you like, or if you think you like it, or you've tried it and you like it, or it's a new fragrance and the note sounds likable to you. So either you slow down after the self-actualization, or you fall into an addiction, and then you begin to pick up more and more bottles. So it's a two-direction sort of phase that you find yourself after the self-actualization. Then I come to the final stage, and this final stage is also in two different directions based on the slowing down or the addiction direction. For those who slow down, that is when your fragrance collecting journey becomes a hobby. Now it becomes a hobby. You know exactly what you are doing. You know how to collect. There is a pace. There's no rush. You don't have the fear of missing out. You don't feel tempted to buy anything and everything. You know what you identify with. You know what to buy, what's not to buy. You know all the tricks, whether to sample before buying or not. So it becomes a hobby. And then you gradually begin to, filter your collection. And the other direction, which is for the addicts or people, when you get like heavily into it, that is when I call the denial stage. You can be in this denial stage for quite some time, and then at that point maybe you might need some help. Maybe you can just opt to go for help yourself, or you can have good friends who just help you overcome that. It is not the easiest thing to do. I think I've seen a lot of people come here to talk about fragrance addiction and all those things, but when you begin to have issues with addiction, I'll just strongly advise you speak to someone, or you pace yourself. Whatever you feel can help you. If you have family to talk to, a partner to talk to, someone to prompt you, someone to pace you, that will really help. Unless you have a fragrance channel that you talk about fragrances all the time, you don't need like such a large collection. But People have collected over 20 years with like hundreds and they still enjoy these fragrances. So first of all, just do whatever makes you happy. Enjoy, identify the fragrances that you resonate with, and then enjoy them as much as you can, because life is short. You just need something to cheer you up from time to time, and fragrances have a way of doing that for us. Then you can go to the other part, which I will just go like, okay, if you're getting overwhelmed, maybe it's time to just get some few fragrances out. And that is what the people term as declutter. Declutter as and when you feel the need for. If you feel you are hoarding them and you're not using them, I think it's a good idea to give some to friends, to family, to charity, wherever you feel comfortable donating them to. That is all I have for you, and I hope this video found you well. If you think I missed any phase, just let me know in the comment section, and also let me know which phase you are in currently. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.